when I hear my good friend and brother Didmas talk about that, I get chills, because when a person of the office of the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya goes into a podium and declares that Kenya is like a company where resources will be pegged on the number of shares you have, I wonder, in Luanda, where I come from, we have many Kenyans who pay taxes. These Kenyans have a right to be in government at whatever level. Therefore, when I talk about inclusivity, I don't mean that this tribe must be there. No. What I mean is that we must see the face of Kenya in the cabinet, because that is an economic resource as far as I'm concerned. It is a position where you actually determine a number of things in terms of, with regard to distribution of resources in this country. And therefore, by inclusivity, we want to see the face of Kenya. You know, for example, I come from Vihiga and a small constituency known as Luanda. But I'll be very happy, for example. I know if we had a person from Rwanda in government, that person will not be serving the people of Rwanda. But the people of Rwanda will be very proud that at least we have one of our own, because he or she will be a taxpayer like any other person. So when we talk about inclusivity, we are saying that let us see the face of Kenya in any other appointment that we have, be it is senior appointment, that of at the cabinet level, be it is that at parastatal ambassadors. Let us see the face of Kenya, because when you have more than this, you know, it is a combination of several communities in this country, and therefore every community has a right to be represented, because this is a national cake, and we cannot say that this cake can only be divided between two regions in this country. We are saying that this cake must be equally distributed, because we equally pay taxes, we equally toil every other day, and that's what I'm calling upon. And therefore, you know, the Deputy President has never ever retracted the statements of a shareholding in this company, in this country. He has never retracted. Here, my good friend trying to paraphrase or trying to sugarcoat it, but he has never retracted the same statement. How I wish that he was able to say that he was misquoted, but it was very clear, and that is a statement that has been repeated by many other of his brigade. And therefore, we are saying that we need to have inclusivity. And therefore, in this dialogue, I do believe and pray that out of that discussion, then let us see inclusivity. Secondly, it will be good to correct this, that, the person of Raila Amolo Odinga is not just another person. Raila Amolo Odinga has done great things in this country. And we believe, as Didmas has alluded to, many of the progressions we've seen or we've been able to acquire in terms of democratic space came courtesy of this great man. And therefore, we are not on that table because of Raila affair. We are on that table because of Wanjiko, the common man, the common hustler, whom my good friend will want to refer to as a hustler. We are on that table because of the hustler. Let this hustler be included, let this hustler be heard, and let this hustler be able to afford decent lifestyle, courtesy of what is happening.
Okay, and when you talk about inclusivity and the need for the one basket approach for all the Kenyan people in terms of service delivery and getting what they ought to be, that's their right, not a privilege, certainly, according to the Constitution.
Correct.
Because politicians in this country have been feeding from the same trough for the past nearly 60 years since independence. Were you to form government in August, how different would your script be? Because the fear is that even if there would have been a change in the current administration or were the opposition, for example, to win power, still you will sing from the same hymn sheet. I mean, we would have seen otherwise people from other regions still forming a large bulk of the government. I mean, is this a call to sympathy from the opposition or a real reality to change the governance model in this country in terms of inclusivity that you're talking about?
Thank you. This is not a call for sympathy, but reality. In the last elections, even so as to put this in context, it is good to note that Azimio had the majority in parliament. It's good to note that the current regime was able to raid members of parliament of Azimio and come into the Kenya Kwanza brigade. So to say that Azimio was well covered across the country. So our take was that had we formed government, I do believe that the blue, where we were and where we stand, could have actually had a very inclusive government whereby every other region in this country, far and wide, would have been included in this government. Thank you.